following presentation of the National Football League.
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
It's an excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Off to the races, middle of the field. 20, 15. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. Jukes out a one-stop. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in Year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
The biggest mistake he could make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they've planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Quickly into the hands of Evans. Has some daylight through the 40. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Off to play fake. Here's Mayfield. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Tried getting it to Emeka Egbuka. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Baker throwing again. Down the field, Evans has it. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They get 20. Well, Dan Campbell never shy when he disagrees with a call, and he's thrown the red flag here.
Previous play is under review.
So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. Shotgun handoff to Irving. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. Caught just shy of the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Irving finds the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Goff off the play action. Looking right, and he finds him. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. Juke the defender. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's good for our Lions. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Off play action, Goff. Stay on him quick, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Trying again following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
The Buccaneers bringing out a dime. Look, 3rd down coming. Shotgun snap here to Goff. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force to throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their 2nd drive coming up. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Drive begins with a run by Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 11. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Mete Buka, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Mayfield now from the gun. Got his man. It's on him. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Man in motion, headed right. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Baker now from the gun. That's brought in downfield by Utton. And he has this down to the 34. They get 22 on that one. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Baker now off the play fake. Brought in left side by Godwin. He'll muster a little down to the 30. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing again, it's Mayfield. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. That was Tyreek Williams in on the play.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Baker now. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Mayfield to throw. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers break the tie here in the 1st. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Lions 7.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. First and 10 now from the 30. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's complete to the back, David Montgomery. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third down run by Gibbs. Has the first and more past midfield. He's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
They go play action with Goff. Wright reels it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Second and 6 coming up here. On the draw, this is Gibbs. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Looks like no gain on second down, and that leads us to third and 6.
And better luck next time for you. I feel for those running backs because that blitz was drawn up to hit him right in the mouth.
They come to the line here, and this is third and 6. From the gun, Goff. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Offense set for a first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Has the connection to Wright. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing again. Here's Goff. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 1-point game. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Buccaneers and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Give to Irving to start this drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Once again, Irving. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
I wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. This is hauled in by Hunt on the right side. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
Quarterback of his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. 2nd down, Mayfield to pass. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Mayfield to throw again. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Irving here from the gun. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained 1 yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They put a receiver in motion right. Now here's Mayfield. Catch made left side by Abuka. And they take him down right along the 30.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Mayfield now from the gun. It's complete. This is Abuka. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He brings it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Once more, it's Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 2nd quarter lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Lions 14.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. He fields it from the 8. Jukes one defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Off to the air now. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Called down by Christian Izien.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Another one for Gibbs. Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Jack Fox on to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Carry here for Irving. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 29-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Baker now from the gun. Right side, this is Ibuka. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Irving on the counter. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
37-yard line.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive. Because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed. And maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
A fifth defensive back into the game for the Lions. Third down coming. Here's Baker to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Bucks getting set up to punt now on fourth down. On comes Riley Dixon. He fields this at the 18. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a first down. They'll run here, following the penalty. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Right back to Irving now. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Now after that snap, there's an injured Lion still out there. We'll get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw. Completed over the middle. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
To Emeka Egbuka. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
On first down, they're going to run with Irving. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about real power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
This is Irving on 2nd. And instead of pushing for the line, look at that. He's pushed backwards to the 5.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and just 2 to go. Receiver in motion, headed right. On 3rd and 2, here's Mayfield. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 13-point lead. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist, and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
McLaughlin to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14.
Lions 14.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. Right, reels it in. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Give them 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets them a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, Goff. That's caught at the 25. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop it. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Off play action, Goff. The tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Goff now on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another
Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. This one's caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. Play action here with Goff. Drops back. Needs an open man.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Again, Goff. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Lions 21.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Johnson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
1st down, ball at the 36. Here's the give to Irving. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 11, and that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
11 on the play. And a Buccaneer.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. We managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
It's a big strike downfield to Bucca. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19.
A 28
He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Down, Tampa Bay.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Working inside the red zone. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Took a bit of a concentration drop on that one. So second down coming up.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. From the gun, Mayfield. That one's good to Godwin. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
So an exciting first half, partner, has finally reached the 2-minute warning. The Buccaneers leading near the break. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Irving on the inside give. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a gain of 7, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Mayfield now from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. That one connects. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
19-yard attempt.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Buck still out there and being looked at now. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. off to the air now. Connects. This is to Sloan. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 33-yard line.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is second and inches. Now gone. Has him on a quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Final throw before the break. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. So a two-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios in the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you. And, you know, we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone. Both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a two-score ball game here as we resume play. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Bucks to the line. First and 10. They're going to start the half with a give to Irving. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
First down, ball at the 36. Again for the first time to Rashad White. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Baker now from the gun. That's to his back. Here's Rashad White. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Third down. Here's Mayfield. He has the first over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Play action. Here's Mayfield. Finds him on the crossing route. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. But sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's a toss to White. Have him gain up a handful there. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Mayfield will look to throw. This is hauled in by Allen on the right side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate, but the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for White. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Evans, the motion man here. 2nd and 10 now. On the screen, this is White. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
You know, one secret ingredient on these jet sweeps to take off like that, Kate, it's timing. We talk about timing and precision in the passing game, but it's the same thing on a jet sweep. You got to hand it off just at the right time to capture an edge like he just did.
And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
White again. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the old lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
3rd and goal now from the 6 after that last play. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
McLaughlin to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers take a 3-possession lead.
Lions 21.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Lions offense returning to the field. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Gibbs. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another one for Gibbs. He's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
The Lions, first down. 1st and 10.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. On the draw, this is Gibbs. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
They send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, gone. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
And the Buccaneers clogging up the throwing lanes. We got 6 DBs out there. 3rd down. From the gun, gone. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
That's good. For a Lions, 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap here to go. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. Escapes a defender. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
11 more yards.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Looking to throw, gone. pickup.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 5 yards on the play, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Now we get to a very interesting call on 3rd down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error, just a single yard to go?
Trying to sneak here, Goff. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a Jared Goff touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions cut the lead down to 10.
Lions 28.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Johnson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And after some momentum was wrestled away by that last touchdown drive, Brock, the pressure is on them to respond here. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 24. Pulled in by his back, White. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st and 10, it's a give to White. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Running on 2nd with White. Still going past the 40. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
1st down, Tampa.
Oh, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st down, here's Baker. Evans brings in the slant. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Thrown back, it's the handoff. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. The give now to White. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on 1st down.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. White running again on 2nd. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Quickly out to the right, complete. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Complete on the option. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take a 3-possession lead.
Lions 28.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. He spins right by him. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. They just witnessed maybe the most impressive drive we've seen all game, Brock, and now they get a chance to answer with one of their own. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Bounced it outside, but still no luck as he's brought down at the line. 2nd down coming up. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Montgomery now up the middle. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
That's good for a Lions. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to it. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. All right, here we go. Second down. Goff back to throw. Downfield is fine. St. Brown. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get it back to within 2 possessions. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions cut the lead down to 10.
45. Lions 35.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Johnson now on the return. Showing a little burst so far. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Ball at the 33 for first down. They send a tight end in motion. Starting on the ground, here's White. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That play good for 17 and a first down.
17 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Kid, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Complete to Cade Otton. First and goal, Tampa Bay.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Quickly into the hands of Evans. So So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's second and goal. And they send a man in motion. From the gun, Mayfield. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. His third through the air this game. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers take a 3-possession lead.
52, Lions 35.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Lions get ready to return to the field. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Motioning Williams left. Off play action, Goff. Has the connection to right. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Motioning the tight end now. Goff on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
That's good. 4 on Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. This one to Williams out left side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Williams. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. From the 34. There's another one to Williams. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
First down throw from Goff. Throw left side, complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
On first down, it's gone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Trying again following the sack. That throw behind his intended target. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long. And that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
No connection on the last play. And now it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions get it back to within 2 possessions.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions cut the lead down to 10.
52. Lions 42.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Tucker now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. It's White on the give. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Buccaneers.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Baker now off the play fake. Finds him over the middle. And not much doing. He's stopped quickly.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. It's a big strike downfield to Bucca. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Mayfield now off the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Baker throwing again. That one's good to Godwin. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple, and he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Another try following the sack. On the screen, this is White. And they get this down to the 7-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it's in my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Mayfield now from the gun. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Mike Evans with the touchdown. From Sid Luckman in 1943 to Drew Brees in 2015. We've had 8 quarterbacks throw 7 touchdowns in one game, and now we have a 9th who's accomplished that feat as his dominance over this defense continues. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Buccaneers take a 3-possession lead.
Lions 42.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys and friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Putting the tight end in motion. Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, Goff. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. And anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Again, Goff. Quick slant, that's Williams. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
It's 2nd and inches at the Bucs 42-yard
Fall forward,
line.
and I think you've got this 1st down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Throwing again, it's Goff. Completed over the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. He'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They're going to throw again. Goff connects. This is to Slav. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Buccaneers' 10-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Goff to the air now. Has it down close. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice 1st and goal here from the 2.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get it back to within 2 possessions. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions cut the lead down to 10.
Buccaneers 59, Lions 49.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
First and 10 from the 41. Here's a toss to White. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. You fall through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. So we will not reach the 2-minute warning. The defense calling time here, 2:08 on the clock.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Up the middle, here goes White. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. And this defense wants the extra stoppage before the 2-minute warning as they take a timeout, 2:05 on the clock. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield with a blitz coming. That's Godwin with yet another one. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Buccaneers with a 10-point advantage. One of the tight ends motioning left. White trying this straight ahead. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's White again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
They run the counter with White. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Were they ever determined not to let that touchdown happen on the ground? If it happened at all. And that was a stand, Kate. 3 straight stops with their backs against the wall.
On fourth down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, caught. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. One final shot here. Pass complete to Slaw. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And Monday night primetime is underway. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
The legend of this guy just grows year by year in the Motor City. The best individual season of his career, leading these Lions to a franchise record 15 wins. Now they just got to get to the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Gibbs. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Running it with David Montgomery. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Buccaneer. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing is gone. Finds him over the middle. He takes this up to around the 46, and that's going to leave him a yard at most from that marker on 3rd down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
3rd down run by Gibbs. Jukes out a one-stop, and he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. 16 yards on the play, and that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. Off play action. Gone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Another try following the sack. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Goff setting to throw. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
On fourth down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, well, it went right through.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here now are the Buccaneers on offense to begin their first drive. They're brought out by former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
I firmly believe the NFL is better with quarterbacks like Baker Mayfield in it. His teams, they just embrace his feisty, chippy attitude he plays with. They also embrace the production he's shown. Massive new career best a season ago with 4,500 yards and 41 touchdowns.
They give to Irving to start this drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Once again, Irving. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed 1 more component. Get that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
Mayfield keeps it himself. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Baker now from the gun. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. So that one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. And it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Handoff headed right. Irving cuts back toward the middle, and he's bottled up quickly after just a yard. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. One of the tight ends in motion left. Shovel pass complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Oh, he's going to run for it. Juke the defender. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Buccaneers pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Baker Mayfield the touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. So the Lions headed after their second drive of the game. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Off the play fake. Here's Goff. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Great play made by Jacob Parrish.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. A give left side for Gibbs. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Goff. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That's good for 7 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Goff. Has the connection to right. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bucs' 44-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll send him over right. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And they find them after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Tyke Smith on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. That one complete to St. Brown. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Jukes one defender. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Goff tosses that quickly out line. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Trying to sneak here. Goff. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
Gibbs runs it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions with a slim 2-point lead early. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. I got to say, he looked like he'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And, Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions push their lead to 3. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. This makes it up to the 25. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Mayfield. Complete out to the right side. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
On 1st down, they're going to run with Irving. Escapes a defender. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
Really 2 elements needed to hit big on this play, Kate. Number 1, you got to sell it. Right? You really got to sell and get that defense moving. And then secondly, you got to execute. You got to get a body on a body so that running back can get loose.
Quickly into the hands of Evans. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 43. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And they bring him down around the 34. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Irvin here from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Mayfield now off the play action. That's Evans making the catch outright. And that will not be enough for a first down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Mayfield now from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. He's running for it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Quick throw left side complete. Touchdown Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take a field goal lead in our opening quarter. Mike Evans with the touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers take a 4-point lead.
14, Lions 10.
McLaughlin has it on the tape, and he's ready to send this flying. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
While that run may not remove the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Downfield, and Tislaw has it. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. The QB just nailed it.
Room to run inside the 20. And they finally get to him at the 15. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the Lions the first.
Detroit Lions, first down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Going to the ground again on first. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line.
On the stop. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 14-10 our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back at beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. Goff to the air now. Completed to his running back. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing is gone. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a second quarter lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Point after up and good for Bates. And the Lions push their lead to 3.
Buccaneers, 14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Man in motion, headed right. Here's 2nd and 11. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. That one's good to Godwin. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Buccaneer first down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Baker now off the play fake. Right side, this is Ibuka. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big plays, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
On 3rd and 2, here's Mayfield. Hits him on the out route. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play fake, it's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I can speak from personal experience on this one. That is the absolute worst nightmare as a quarterback. When you call that bootleg and you turn around and all you see is nothing but a big old defensive end, yeah, your interest switched from getting rid of the ball to a little self-preservation. Good job just simply hanging onto the football.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Throwing, Baker. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Tight end motioning right. Off play action, Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10. It's gone. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
3rd and 4 coming up now. That one's out and cut on the right side. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Throwing again. It's Goff. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
17 more yards. That's another Detroit Lions.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. Catch made left side by Laporta. And will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, you get down to this tight red zone, and there's only so many pass plays you can run, largely because you don't have enough space to operate. Defense knows it, too. Give those guys some credit. They were all over that one.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. A pick up of 4. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
On 3rd and goal, Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. And in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Irving on the counter. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Kid, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special. Like that entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, man, you appreciate great safety play like that.
Baker now from the gun. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 22. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook. But every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page. And that page, it was textbook.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Working inside the red zone. Caught just shy of the goal line. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. When you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers tie this game up. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. First and 10. From the gun, Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Short pass brought in. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm sure, Coach, your play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Second and 3 now. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. Open space inside the 40. And finally stopped at the 34. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
First down throw from Goff. lot of mess on the move here. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Gain of 23 more yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Gibbs now from the gun. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a second quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
31. Buccaneers 24.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Buccaneers and receiver Chris Godwin getting set for another go. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Baker to throw. This is hauled in by Ahn on the right side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 32-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 32. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
One of the biggest keys when you get a tight end running the corner route is he's got to set his angle, Kate. Wide receivers are so nifty, so smooth. Speed's really the priority. For tight ends, it's really setting that angle, so creating that leverage so that QB knows exactly where he's going. That's a job well done right there.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Irving on the inside give. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Completed over the middle. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. QB sneak coming. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's decision time for the offense after that one. If they're stopping you short on a 3rd down sneak, you better be very careful going for it again.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. This will be a 44-yard look. The kick by McLaughlin is good. So through a flurry of points, we have hit the 2-minute warning. And it's the Buccaneers with their return team out there ready to go. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Goff to the air now. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's to Laporta again. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Now Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 38. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That one gains 7. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. All set up now for 1st and 10. Montgomery now up the middle. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Goff setting the throw. Completed to his running back. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here on the 5th floor studios. A little abridged version of the halftime report here, as both defensive coordinators might be having speaks with their players. That begs the question, can any defense get a stop in the second half? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and join our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Had a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Tampa Bay sending its offense out to begin the third quarter. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Baker. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
New set of downs for him at the 38. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
A pickup of 44 yards on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Setting up the running back screen. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera hook. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Completes this one to Otten. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running a 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they can still do their damage.
3rd and short, Mayfield. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Goff. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
On the ground, it's a get to Gibbs. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Lions. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Goff off the play action. Pass complete to Slaw. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Buccaneers' 33-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Goff. Hits him on the in route. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Buck still out there and being looked at now. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. A give to Gibbs. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
10 more yards. That's another Detroit Lions.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just